So I have here the 7-point scale with 7 ranges from excellent to failure based on its description. So as you can see in the third column, these are the following counts that fits into each ranges, and I will enumerate it. From the top, there are 6, 4, 7, 8, 9, 6, 9, and the last one is 4. So in this grading system, only 4 students has a failing mark or failing grade. But if you use this criterion-based system with a passing score of 75, no students would have failed. So next we have the 8-point scale. There are 8 ranges, and in the third column, as we can see, just only one get the highest. 1, 8, 6, 5, 12, 7, 2, and 4. 4 students who got a failing grade. But the probability of the passing increased up to 95% instead of 90%. So we have here the grade 5 English student raw scores. The written work has 30%. The performance task has 50%, and the quarterly test has 20%. To get the written work raw score, we have to compute it. 75 divided by 100 equals 0.75 times 100 is equivalent to 75 times 0.30% is equivalent to 22.75. 80 divided by 100 is equivalent to 0.80 times 100 is equivalent to 80 times 0.50% is equivalent to 40. For the quarterly test, we will going to compute it into 65 divided by 100 is equivalent to 0.65 times 100 is equivalent to 65 times 0.20% is equivalent to 13 or 13. And to sum up all the raw score from the written work, performance task, and quarterly test, we have 22.5 plus 40 plus 13 is equivalent to 75.5. And when we transmuted the grade 5 English student has a 84 grade. So here is the grade 6 mathematics student raw scores. So the percentage will be, for written work we have 40%, for performance task we have 50%, and for score in quarterly test we have 20%. So to get this written work, we will going to compute it into 33 divided by 50 is equivalent to 0.66 times 100 is equivalent to 66 times 0.40% is equivalent to 26.4. For the performance task, we have 40 divided by 60 is equivalent to 0.66 times 100 is equivalent to 66 times 0.40% is equivalent to 26.66. And for the quarterly test, we have 30 divided by 40 is equivalent to 0.75 times 100 is equivalent to 75 times 0.20 is equivalent to 15. To sum up all the scores from the written work, performance task, and quarterly test, we have 26.4 plus 26.66 plus 15 is equivalent to 68.06. And when we transmuted the grade, we have 80. So the grade 6 mathematics students has 80. So in this table, we have Julia Anderson's Araling Panlipunan grades. And to complete the table below, first we have to add from written work 1 to written work 7 is 144. So we will going to divide it from the total of 190. So 144 divided by 190 is equivalent to 75.59, and we will multiply it into 30%. So 75.59 times 0.30 is equivalent to 22.74. That is Julia Anderson's weighted score in Araling Panlipunan. So to complete Julia Anderson's performance task grade, we have to compute or to add the performance task 1 up to performance task 4. So it tells in 16 plus 24 plus 24 plus 28 is equivalent to 92, divided by 110 of the total times 100. So 92 divided by 110 times 100 is equivalent to 83.64 for the PS. And to get the weighted score, we have to multiply it into 50. So 83.64 times 50 is equivalent to 41.82 to get the weighted score. So 41.82. The quarterly assessment, she has 30. So the total is 50. So we're going to compute it to get the weighing score of the quarterly assessment. So 30 divided by 50 times 100 is equivalent to 60 times 0.20% is equivalent to 12. So to sum up from all the calculation we had from written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment, we have 22.74 plus 41.81 plus 12. It totals of 76.5, and when we transmuted the grade, we will have 85. The raw score of Julia Anderson in Araling Panlipunan is 85. So we have here Ellen's grade in Araling Panlipunan, 87, 88, and 90. So to get Ellen's grade in Araling Panlipunan, we will add the third and the fourth quarter grades. So excluded the second quarter. So we have 88 plus 90 is equivalent to 170 divided by 2. We have 89. Ellen's Araling Panlipunan grade results to 89, which is a passing rate, and her descriptive rating is passed. So to get the final average of Ellen's grade, we have to add her final grades. From adding all her final grade, we have 686, and we will divide it into 8. So we have 85.75 or 86. So Ellen's general average is 86 and she passed. So to get Paula's weighted score from the written work percentage score, we're going to calculate it with written work percentage score times the percentage is equivalent the weight. So in Filipino, we have 85 times 0.30% is equivalent to 25.5. 82 times 0.30% is equivalent to 24.6. 71 times 0.40%, we have 28.4. 76 times 0.40%, we have 30.4. 83 times 0.30%, we have 24.9. 84 times 30% is equivalent to 25.2. 80 times 0.20% is equivalent to 16. 76 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15.2. 85 times 20% is equivalent to 17. 80 times 0.20% is equivalent to 16. And 85 times 0.20 sums up to 17. Move on to Paula's performance task percentage score. To get the weight, we have to multiply it into the percentage to get the weight. So 81 times 0.50% is equivalent to 40.5. 77 times 50% is equivalent to 38.5. 67 times 0.40% is equivalent to 26.5. 79 times 40% is equivalent to 31.6. 83 times 0.50 is equivalent to 41.5. 84 times 0.50% is equivalent to 42. 84 times 0.60% is equivalent to 50.4. 77 times 0.60 is equivalent to 46.2. 81 times 60 is equivalent to 48.6. 80 times 0.60 is equivalent to 48. And 81 times 0.60 is equivalent to 48.6. Move on to the quarterly assessment percentage score to get the weight. We have 85 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15. 75 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15 again. 62 times 0.20% is equivalent to 12.4. 65 times 0.20% is equivalent to 13. 83 times 0.20 is equivalent to 16.6. 84 times 0.20% is equivalent to 16.5. 77 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15.4. 75 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15. 80 times 0.20% is equivalent to 16. 78 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15.6. And 75 times 0.20% is equivalent to 15. To get the initial grade, we have to add the weighted score from written work, performance task, and the quarterly assessment. So 25.5 plus 40.5 plus 15 is equivalent to 81. 24.6 plus 38.5 plus 15 equals to 78. 28.4 plus 26.8 plus 12.4 is equivalent to 68. 30.4 plus 31.6 plus 13 is equivalent to 75. 24.9 plus 41.5 plus 16.6 is equivalent to 83. 25.2 plus 42 plus 16.5 is equivalent to 84. 16 plus 50.4 plus 15.4 is equivalent to 82. 15.2 plus 46.2 plus 15 is equals to 76. 17 plus 48.6 plus 16 is equivalent to 82. 16 plus 48 plus 15.6 is equivalent to 80. And 17 plus 48.6 plus 15 is equivalent to 81. So to get the quarterly grade, we will going to transmute the initial grades, and for 81 we have 88, for 78 we have 86, for 68 we have 80, for 75 we have 84, for 83 we have 89, for 84 we have 90, for 82 we have 88, for 76 we have 85, for 82 we have 88, for 80 we have 86, and for 81 we have 87. So question number 1. What is Paulo's composite grade in MAPE? How did you find it? So to get Paulo's composite grade, we have to add his MAPE grades. MAPE grades from music, arts, physical education, and health. So in music we have 85, arts 88, physical education 86, and health is 87. And to add them all, we have 346 divided by 4. We have 86.5 or 87. So Paulo's composite grade in MAPE is 87. Number 2. Which learning area did Paulo perform best during the first quarter? Explain briefly your basis. So during the first quarter, as we can see on his grades, we have here his highest grade is in edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. So I can say that he performed well in edukasyon pagpapakatao subject. Number 3. In which learning area does Paulo need to improve on? Why so? So looking back at Paulo's grades, we can see that the lowest score he has is in the mathematics subject. Maybe for me or for Paulo, I don't know, but handling or solving mathematics is a little bit hard. Not a little bit, but for me it's very hard. So I can say that in that part or in that learning area, which is specifically mathematics, he needs to improve it, and he should get some time to master or to have a problem solving that engages in mathematics. So number 4. Okay. What does his level of proficiency in Araling Panlipunan signifies? We can see in Paulo's grades, he got 89 in Araling Panlipunan. So I can say that he performed well in that subject because it is his second to the highest acclaimed grade in overall of his grades in all of his subjects, and I can say he's doing great. And maybe better focus in studies next time or for the next quarter for him to improve his grades. So number 5, describes Paulo's overall performance in the first quarter. How would you communicate to his parents? So first of all, meeting the parents is a big advantage for the teacher and the students, because in that way, students will be guided learning or will be guided in learning from both home and school. And um, if I would be the teacher, I will tell Paulo's parents that he is doing great or doing good, but there are some subjects that he needs to improve. So um, uh, maybe as a teacher, I will encourage Paulo to have focus or have fun in studying, or having the goal of aiming higher grades in every quarter, and improve himself by um, buying some time reading the lessons ahead before it is being discussed. And for the parents, just their support for their child, so that Paulo will be encouraged and will be um, what you call that, will be um, eager in learning the daily lessons at school. And um, so um, it is extremely important for teachers to be responsible, accurate, and honest when recording the grades or calculating the grades. By doing by doing so, um, they ensure the fairness, they uphold integrity, and build trust um, with the students and the parents. It also helps the students to understand their progress, and allows the teachers to um, improve for or improve their teaching. Okay, allows the teachers improve their teaching by being transparent about grades, promotes good or open communication, promotes good and open communication, and positive learning environment. Thank you.